You're listening to Come Curious,
the Le Couture episode.
One of the curious fuckers said, I came out to my dad and he bought me tickets to S Club 7 because my first ever crush was Rachel Stevens.
Oh my god, bravo, Dad. That's fucking beautiful. I'm obsessed.
So cute. So cute. That's so supportive.
Yeah, that's like, it's like you're getting the treat there, the little dopamine treat for doing something so hard.
Yeah. My dad, I feel like, did a really great thing when I told him that I had a girlfriend. And he was just, you know, he did not treat it any different to as if I was telling him that I was dating a guy. And he was just like, tell me more about her. What does she do? La la la. Like nothing felt weird. It was just so normal. And that to me was the perfect reaction, because it made me feel like so accepted and so seen without being like, oh, like, I didn't know that you were like that, tell me more about it, blah blah blah. And it's like, I don't necessarily feel like I would want to explain myself if I was coming out to someone. So I feel like someone just being like generally like, oh cool, like who are they, and you know, like,
taking an active interest as well, not shying away and be like, okay, you know, they're actually, tell me more about this. Not about your sexuality and why you think you might be bi or gay. More just like, tell me more about this person. What is it about them that you find attractive?
Because it's not about you, it's about them. And I think quite often people are like, oh, how am I going to accept this? And like they go into like, oh, help me understand you. But it's like, nah, we don't need to help you understand me. Like, just accept.
Yeah. This curious fucker said, I told my mom I'm having a woman loving a woman summer, and she got me a key ring with pinky sparkly titties. Oh, I love it.
That is also so cute.
Yeah, I just love it when parents are supportive. It just brings so much cheer to my face.
Oh, that is so sweet. People becoming comfortable with their own sexuality and identity is one of the most like amazing and affirming things. Like I remember every time after hanging out with Annie, like within like the first month, I just felt so warm inside of like just like really like settled, really like me. And like it was like finally I was like accepting myself in like such a big way. So I think like it's so important just to make people feel accepted. And you know what? I think maybe I didn't feel accepted like my whole life, especially like from like the friend comments about like, you know, she's a real bi because she's had a girlfriend and stuff like that. And you hear shit like that all the fucking time as a bisexual. So like no wonder we find it hard to accept ourselves.
It's so hard. Anything that isn't straight is so hard to open up about and talk about because we just never grew up learning about it and accepting it. I think if someone was to come out to you, I think you gotta act natural, you know, like do what naturally comes to you. But they have trusted you with a very important piece of information. Even if that coming out doesn't sound like, hey, I'm gay, it could literally be like, oh yeah, so I've started talking to a boy recently. You know, it could be so subtle and so simple. And, you know, if you feel comfortable just acting like normal, like that's part of the conversation, then run with it. But if you're like, just can I stop you there and just acknowledge that you've done a really brave thing, and thank you for telling me, thank you for trusting me with that information, because it's fucking huge. I wish that I had someone, you know, I wish that I had said something to my mum and she was so happy and jumped up and, you know, did, and like, you know, she's got the pride flag and super supportive, because it's so fucking hard not being straight in this world. So hard. Like that would have been amazing. But of course, you know, she wouldn't have done that. And I don't blame her for it. She's autistic. She wouldn't have been able to understand, really. Like, I don't understand. It's not black and white. What? How can you fancy everyone? That was not what was in the school book. But then we started doing that from such a young age. My sister and I, we were just super gay from the get-go, you know?
Yeah. Which is super cool also.
But I want the party, bro.
Just throw a pride party. So one of the curious fuckers sent in, when I was in 6th grade, I had never been kissed. I was starting to develop feelings for boys my age, but obviously was too young to explore that. One day, me and my best friend were hanging out and I told her I hadn't been kissed. She blindfolds me and takes me into the closet and kisses me. It must have awakened something in me. We ended up continuing to make out most of high school in secret.